Good afternoon, Senator Eggman. I appreciate you taking the time to meet with me today. I know you have a busy schedule, so I'll keep this brief, but hope we can have a meaningful discussion about an issue that is very close to my heart and directly impacts the work I do every day. My name is Scott Rasmussen. I am a registered nurse specializing in behavioral health at Arrowhead Regional Medical Center in Colton, California. I spent years working with individuals facing serious mental health crises, and I want to share with you my experiences and discuss how we can build on the progress we have made with mental health legislation like SB 43.
I appreciate your work, and I can see this is a deeply personal issue for you. We need to address mental health more comprehensively, and I am always open to hearing from frontline workers like yourself. What challenges are you seeing on the ground?
As an RN in behavioral health acute care, I work in a county hospital where I am responsible for treating individuals who experience severe psychiatric episodes. This includes people under involuntary holds like 5150 and 5250 and those placed under LPS conservatorship. Our job is to stabilize patients in crisis, but I have seen that stabilization is only the first step. After discharge, many of these individuals return to the community without adequate mental health support or housing, which leads to frequent relapses and hospitalizations. In my day-to-day work, I have seen how important it is not only to treat the acute symptoms of mental health crises, but to ensure that individuals have access to ongoing support. Sadly, without long-term care, many individuals cycle in and out of the system, creating a revolving door that often leads to homelessness or incarceration. SB 43 is a promising step towards improving mental health care by expanding involuntary treatment options and resources for individuals facing these challenges. However, we must ensure this bill's support is sustainable and not linked to short-term political or funding cycles.
You are absolutely right. While SB 43 is a crucial piece of legislation, it is clear that we need a long term strategy. I have seen the problem of the revolving door myself in my district. What do you think would help break that cycle, especially for individuals with the chronic conditions that you described?
Let me tell you about one of my patients, Sarah. She is typical of my daily challenges. Sarah suffers from schizophrenia and substance use disorder, and she has been admitted to our hospital multiple times under involuntary hold. Each time she is stabilized, but once discharged, she does not have access to the community-based care she needs to stay well. She often ends up back in the same place, homeless and unable to access the services she needs. We try our best to help her in the hospital, but without continuity of care, her condition worsens. Sarah's story is not unique. We see patients like her all the time, people who are stuck in a cycle of acute treatment followed by discharge but without the resources to manage their health. What we need is a system that stabilizes people in crisis and supports them in the long run. This is why SB 43 is an important first step, but cannot be the last step. We must ensure that the momentum around SB 43 does not fade once the Olympics are over. Commitment and ongoing support from policymakers and the healthcare system are essential for breaking the cycle. When we provide continuous care, we build trust with our patients, and trust is essential to achieving long-term recovery. It is not just about helping someone through an acute crisis, but walking with them through their recovery.
I am sorry to hear about Sarah's story. It is heartbreaking, but all common. I agree that the continued continuity of care is a massive issue. We need more than just emergency interventions. We need a robust system that can support these individuals long after they leave the hospital. Do you think there are specific gaps in care that we should prioritize?
Senator Eggman, SB 43 could make a real difference, but we have to make sure that the impact of this bill lasts a great deal longer than 2028. I am asking for your continued leadership in seeking dedicated, ongoing funding for mental health services. Mental health is a chronic problem that mandates ongoing support. I would also like to extend a personal invitation to the grand opening of a new behavioral health unit at Arrowhead Regional Medical Center next summer. Pardon me. The new unit will be an important part of our strategy to serve more people with chronic mental health and substance use disorders. I believe your presence at this event would underscore the importance of continuing to invest in mental health services and help raise awareness about the positive outcomes achieved when we provide continuous care. By speaking on this grand opening occasion, you would not only demonstrate just how committed you are not only to SB 43, but also to continued support of the work being done in California to improve mental health care. You also hear directly from our patients, staff, and community members about this new unit's positive impact.
I appreciate that invitation. This is exactly the initiative we must highlight. I do think long-term funding is crucial. I will do my best to ensure that mental health remains a priority in the legislation. We may also want to think about building alliances with other stakeholders who can help make the case for continued funding.
Senator, thank you again for your time today and continued leadership in improving mental health care in California. Our work with SB 43 is a huge step forward, but sustaining and expanding these efforts is the real challenge. Your continued support will be crucial to ensuring that mental health services remain a priority for the long term, long after the Olympics have come and gone. I hope you will consider joining us at the grand opening next summer. It will be an important opportunity to show the community and the state that mental health care is an issue we must focus on today, tomorrow, and well into the future. I look forward to working with you to ensure that SB 43 has the lasting impact it deserves. Thank you again for your leadership and championing mental health in California. I truly appreciate your time and consideration and hope to see you at the event.
Well, thank you, Scott. It has been a pleasure hearing directly from you about the challenges and opportunities in behavioral health. I will be there for the grand opening and continue championing long-term funding efforts. Together, we can make a real difference in how California addresses mental health care in the future.
Senator, thank you very much.
Thank you.